Do you have to believe in religion to be a good person, to be a moral person? And the answer is pretty much yes, you do. Now, that's not to say that people who don't believe in anything can't help other people or do good things for other people, right? But is it a metaphysical good, first of all? Meaning, is it going to benefit their own souls? That relies on your intention. If you're intending to please your creator, you don't have any ulterior motives, you're not doing it for reputation or for status or for anything else. It has to be sincere, and part of sincerity is out of gratitude to your creator in order for it to do beneficial work on your soul. Okay, we're not just talking about the effect it's having on the receivers. What about you, the doer? That's the first thing. And the second thing is that, just realistically speaking, who's going to be able to maintain the motivation to do the good when it's difficult, when it's hard, when it might cost you money, when it might cost you a job, when it might cost you your life, right? There's lots of literature out there about the Holocaust and different people who went through the Holocaust. And who were some of the people who were able to survive the best were the people who had faith, right? Because their morality wasn't going to be just when it's easy. Their sense of ethics isn't going to be just when it's easy or it doesn't cost me anything, right? The people are doing it with a much more robust reason. And so it's more sustainable, it's more robust, and it's going to last. This is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Haqqah when he talks about the people in paradise. He says, for the person who receives his book in his right hand and he's going to be in paradise, what was the sort of thing that was the factor that got him into paradise? He says, Inni dhanantu anni mulaqin hisabiya. I believed, I anticipated that I was going to be held to account. That's huge. I always bring up the example of speeding, right? It's like if you go on the highway, you've got the speed limit's 55 miles an hour or 65 or 70 miles an hour. And how many people listen to that? The minority of people are driving, 55 or less or whatever, right? Why? Because you don't expect to be held to account. You expect to get away with it. And if you expect to get away with it, human nature is you're going to push it and try to get away with what you can. Maybe not always, but definitely often. Now, if you know for certain that you're not going to get away with it, that you are going to be held to account, then you are going to be on the straight and narrow. You're going to do what's right, and you're going to strive your hardest to constantly and continuously do what's right because you know that you're going to pay the price in the end.